Hey guys, welcome to a new thrifting haul video. I haven't had one of these in weeks. The thrifting has been really lame lately. I have not been finding anything cool on my journey out to the thrift stores. This past week though, I guess it was last week I had, like I said, I had some extra fun money to spend on some stuff, so I spent some more of that. And trying to think. I traded in a bunch of movies that I had upgraded or didn't want anymore to one of my favorite nearby record stores. And they carry horror and Criterion and all kinds of cool stuff, DVDs and Blu-rays. So I decided to trade in a bunch of my movies. I got like $100 in credits, so I grabbed a bunch of stuff. Usually when that happens, I like to buy stuff that I've never seen or stuff I've heard of but never seen, because that's, usually these discs are a little bit more expensive, like not your thrift store prices. So I'm trying to be thoughtful with what I spend my credit on. So these first two, though, were not in that haul. These were actually from the thrift store. And, it's ridiculous. Okay. So let me tell you, I've had both of these movies on VHS in the last 3 years and gotten rid of them because I've bought them on DVD or Blu-ray. And that was my whole thought process was, I'm going to upgrade these to DVD or Blu-ray and then I'm going to get rid of the VHS. Well, that's not happening. When I see like even moderately good horror VHS tapes in the store and they're $1.99, I just buy them, and I don't know what it is, like some weird compulsion. But I always have like buyer's regret when I get home because I'm like, why did you do that? But I don't know. I just, sometimes we do silly things. Anyway, I saw this and I did used to have this, and I do love this movie, Pet Sematary. There's the character of Gage looking pretty evil on the back. This is an OG cassette from, I want to say 1990. So this is the original VHS release of this movie. If you've never seen the original Pet Sematary, I highly recommend it. It is a spooky and disturbing film. There's the inside, just a pretty standard Paramount release, like nothing too weird, but I don't know. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I saw the font on the side, and I was like, oh God, it just screams to me. I had to buy it. The government also gave us some money recently, so I was feeling a little liberated with my cash flow. Which this is really ridiculous, but this is also another Stephen King adaptation, Needful Things with Ed Harris, Max von Sydow, and Bonnie Bedelia. Here's the weird thing, okay? Please don't judge me, but I actually don't really like this movie all that much. I thought it's a mediocre 80s Stephen King adaptation. It's from an old Jumbo Video store near where I live. This was okay. It does kind of give me the feels. I remember watching this in the fall one year, probably not long after it came out. My ex-partner is a big Stephen King fan, so we usually watched any of the movie adaptations of his books. Yeah, this one's okay. I don't know what I'm doing with myself. It's like $2. I'm like, this would look cool on the shelf, and like, but I'm really trying to get away from VHS, but sometimes I just can't resist. Anyway, so the rest of the stuff is either, I think there's only one thing from my fun money, which was a Visa gift card. So I actually have another $30 on there. So this Tuesday, I'm going to go pick up Scream 6, which is coming out to stores in Canada on Blu-ray. But this was one of the other new ones that I got. I don't think I showed this off in my last video, but I'm showing it maybe again. I don't know. But pretty excited about this. I did a review. I'm going to do a review of this on Friday as well. So even if I did show this off, here's a chance for me to say this coming Friday, Evil Dead Rise review coming up. So this is the Warner Brothers Blu-ray, pretty standard fare. Won't spend a lot of time on that. Now, the rest of the stuff here is from the record store I mentioned earlier. So I got 2 Blu-rays and 4 DVDs. The first one up, which is, I guess, an upgrade. I have this on DVD, but I didn't have it on Blu-ray. That's Army of Darkness, the third in the Evil Dead, the original Evil Dead series. I like this movie okay. It's definitely not my favorite of the Evil Deads, but I like this pretty well. You can see this came out, it says from the director of Spider-Man and Drag Me to Hell. So this was a reissue. It's called the Screwhead Edition. Kind of excited to watch this in high definition, though. I only have it on DVD currently, so it has an alternate ending. I guess that's the only bonus it has on it, but yeah. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that movie because probably most of you know it or have seen it. Similarly, this one I've seen before. This is an upgrade for me from DVD. This is Sleepaway Camp. This is the 1983 slasher horror film from director Robert Hiltzik. This one I'm going to do a review of not this coming Friday, but the following Friday. So be sure to stick around for that. Yeah, this is a cool edition. This is the Scream Factory 2-disc. One's a Blu-ray, one's a DVD. It's got a whole bunch of extra features. What was the one I watched? This has got a 2 scan of the original camera negative, commentary, new interviews with cast and crew. Maybe it was a Sleepaway scrapbook. Anyway, there's a documentary on here. It's over an hour long. I watched. Really, really good. I really liked it. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing a review of this. Not this Friday. Let me see. I think I got the dates. So July 21st, I'm going to be doing my review of Sleepaway Camp. So be sure to tune in for that. Classic 80s slasher with a notorious twist ending. Now the next movies, I think I've only seen one, so I'll do that one first. Which I didn't realize this actually had a physical media release. This is put out by Severin Films, and this is the documentary Woodlands Dark and Days Bewitched, the history of folk horror. I didn't realize this had a physical release. I thought this was only on streaming. I did watch this on streaming, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. So I decided to pick this one up. Really good documentary. This cites I don't know, 100 folk horror films dating all the way back to the 60s or before maybe. Yeah, I really enjoyed this documentary. I'm kind of looking forward to revisiting. Maybe this would be a good fall revisit. But yeah, this is from Severin Films from 2021. Cool edition. So the next 3 films I've never seen. So again, don't judge me too hard, but the first one up is Dario Argento's Tenebrae. I kind of like the cover art on that. This is a Synapse Film DVD. So for those of you who have never watched any of my videos, I like those boutique labels, but I can't afford them. So I don't get to see a lot of the stuff that gets put out. But again, this was I got store credit, so I decided to get a few that I've heard about for a long time or just wanted to see. This was one of them. I think this got a 4K recently or maybe a Blu-ray. I don't remember. Like I said, I'm not super into those boutiques. I appreciate them. I wish I could afford them, but I gotta see them or get them as I can. And this is a Synapse, which is one of those boutique labels. So I'm almost part of the cool club. Not quite, though. I mean, if I had this on Blu-ray or 4K, maybe. But again, I'm not super familiar with a lot of the Italian horror or giallos or things like that. I've just barely dipped my toes in that water. So kind of curious to check some of these out, though, because I've a lot of the sort of hardcore horror fans on YouTube and stuff, they're really into the Italian stuff, especially Argento and Mario Bava. And so I haven't seen a lot of those because when I was a kid, those just weren't around. I have a pretty close friend who I remember telling me about those, but I just never saw them. So The next film, Umberto Lenzi, another Italian horror film director. This is a movie called Nightmare Beach. It's got some pretty cool cover art. This is a Kino Lorber, which is another boutique label. Yeah, see, I'm learning. This stars John Saxon and Michael Parks. I love both of those cats. This was directed by Harry Kirkpatrick. I think it says a film by Umberto Lenzi. So I think he was initially directing the film, and then he left, and then Harry Kirkpatrick took over, with Umberto Lenzi being kind of like a producer or consultant on it. So, but this looks really good. This is audio commentary from film historian Sam Deegan. Nightmare Rock interview with composer Claudio Simonetti. It has English and Italian audio, and it has a trailer. So, Nightmare Beach, never seen it. This was definitely a gamble for me. Like, I feel like Tenebrae and the Woodlands documentary. I've heard about Tenebrae a lot. I feel like that's one I definitely have to add to my collection and to my viewing. But this one I don't really know. I think it has an alternate title as well, but I can't remember. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to watch this one. And then the last one I got is put out by Magnolia Pictures. This is a DVD from 2005. It is the Japanese J-horror thriller that inspired the remake of Pulse. Yeah. The original Japanese title is Cairo. Oh, it's right there. You can see. I don't know if you can see. The glare is really bad, but it's spelled Kairo, Cairo. It is called Pulse. This movie got remade, I guess, an Americanized version of it, and it was real bad. I've never seen it. I've never seen this one either, but heard good things about it. You can watch this for free on YouTube if you do feel so inclined. Yeah, this one got really good reviews. Pat Travers of Rolling Stone says, possesses the dark art to make your pulse pound and your hair stand on end. So I do like the few Japanese horror movies that I've seen. I really liked Dark Water and The Eye and The Grudge and The Ring and like those kinds of ones. Those are the more popular ones. I feel like this one's a little bit more obscure. Not super obscure, but probably more known for its remake, I guess, the American remake. But I heard that was real bad. Even the person that sold this to me said to avoid or they said the remake is really bad. So I'll probably just avoid that one, stick with this one. But I do like the J-horror, Japanese horror, whatever you want to call it. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. So yeah, that was my thrifting haul for this week. Pretty exciting. I mean, it's not really a thrifting haul because technically only 2 of these were from a thrift store. The rest were from a record store, and one was from Walmart. This Evil Dead one was from Walmart. But I guess my physical media haul for more recently, and like I said, the thrifting's been real bad. Lately, I haven't been finding anything at all, so I was kind of happy to be able to make another video. What else can I say? So this week for reviews, I did The Hidden, which came out yesterday on my channel. That's for Cult Movie Tuesdays. For Fright Friday coming up this Friday, I'm talking about Evil Dead Rise from 2023. So be sure to stick around for that. This next Tuesday, I'll be talking about Offerings, the 1989 slasher slash Halloween ripoff. Not so good, but and then next Friday I will be talking about Sleepaway Camp, which seems fitting because this is kind of a summer camp, summer movie. So be sure to tune in next Friday for that. That's July 21st. So I'll give you the rundown just quickly. July 11th is The Hidden. July 14th, Evil Dead Rise. July 18th, Offerings, and July 21st, Sleepaway Camp. So that's my upcoming roster of reviews. So I hope you enjoyed this thrifting haul video. Give me the thumbs up if you like this kind of content. Consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. As of the recording of this video, I'm up to 279 subscribers. So welcome to everybody new to my channel. Thank you for joining along. I'm happy to have you here with me. And follow me over on Instagram at Night Owl Video, where I'm gonna try to do better posting some stuff, but a little slack on that. I really my main thing is doing these videos, which is what I like doing. So anyway, so that's all for today. That's all for today. What else was I gonna say? I don't know. I've got a little bit of brain fog. I don't know if that's post COVID from last year, or it is really hot and sticky here where I am on the east coast of Canada. It's sweltering hot and humid, and just a little slow, I guess, today, but feeling a little slow and dragged out. But do tune in this coming Friday for Evil Dead Rise. And like I said, if you missed it yesterday, The Hidden for Cult Movie Tuesday. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments, do you like those movies? Have you seen any of those movies? Did I make a mistake buying any of these movies? Because that does happen sometimes, especially with these ones you've never seen before. You just kind of go on a wing and a prayer. I say that's kind of like back in the 80s when we got like allowance money. You might have heard one cool song by a band or whatever, and then there was no YouTube, so you couldn't look up to hear if the rest of the album was good. So you had to spend all your money, and it was just like a gamble. And I kind of feel like I'm having those feelings again with these newer old horror movies. But sometimes, like in the case of The Hidden, I'm pleasantly surprised. But anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, the thumbs up, the comments. Y'all keep me going. I love it. And so, yeah, thanks for that. Until next time, I will see you at the thrift store or the video store or just out and about somewhere. But until then, try to stay cool if you're in a hot place, and take good care of yourselves and your family and your loved ones. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.